हेलो एवरीबॉडी, दिस इज शिवांगी तिवारी एंड वेलकम टू माय चैनल। मैंने ये नई सीरीज़ स्टार्ट करी है स्पेशली इस लॉकडाउन पीरियड के लिए, क्योंकि हम अभी घर पर हैं और हमारे दिमाग में ये है कि हम क्या करें क्या नहीं करें। इतना अच्छा टाइम है, मैं चाहती हूँ आप सभी इस टाइम का बहुत अच्छे से यूटिलाइजेशन करें। इसलिए इस सीरीज़ के साथ लाई हूँ, प्रो इनसाइट्स लाई हूँ कैंपस प्लेसमेंट में और कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन के ऊपर, ताकि आप इन सारी चीज़ों को दिमाग में रख कर काम करें। आप फर्स्ट ईयर में, सेकेंड ईयर में, थर्ड ईयर में कुछ भी डाउट्स हैं आपके, छोटे से छोटे और बड़े से बड़े डाउट इस चैनल के थ्रू मैं सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करूँगी। प्लीज़ डू सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल, क्योंकि मैं यहाँ अच्छा कंटेंट लेके आती हूँ और खूब मेहनत करती हूँ, तो यार एक सब्सक्राइब तो बनता है। एंड प्लीज़ इन सारी सीरीज़ को देखिए, इनमें छोटी छोटी बातों से लेकर बड़ी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स का सोल्यूशन मिलेगा आपको, तो प्लीज़ पूरा देखिए, क्योंकि आधा नॉलेज डेंजरस होता है। तो एंड तक देखिए, और आपको जो भी प्रॉब्लम हो प्लीज़ कमेंट मी और DM मी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम। सो हेलो दी।
हेलो शिवांगी।
सो दी, आज मैं लिस्ट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस लेकर आई हूँ जो बेसिकली बच्चों को होते हैं। तो मेरा फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है, टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस, इंटरव्यूज, लाइक हाउ इंटरव्यूज गोज एंड व्हाट इज कैंपस प्लेसमेंट प्रोसेस, समथिंग।
Okay, so this entire process of campus placement occurs in 4 to 5 phases. The very first phase is of written round. It mainly consists of 4 to 5 sections, basically your aptitude, logical thinking, English, and sometimes coding questions are also involved, and some objectives from your subjects from C, C++, Java, such languages. So, not all companies involve coding questions in their written round. Some of them are having coding questions in written round, and some have coding questions during interview. So, this was about the written process. So, after written process, some companies have their GD round, group discussion round, in which a group of people are called and given a topic, and they have to speak on that topic. So, this is basically a filter round. Like after you clear your written test, you go for GD, that is group discussion, and this is a filter round basically, as I told. After this, mainly interviews take place. That technical interviews. Everything is asked from your resume, whatever you have written in your resume. So it is a process. Like it can be of 5 to 10 minutes, or it may take half an hour. It depends. And after that, HR round is there, and in which your whole personality and everything is checked. So this is all, like 4 to 5 phases are there in every company's campus placement. So this was about the entire process.
Second question is that is really personality matters during campus or for your job, because somebody has good personality but somebody has not, so do it really matters?
See, some people think that personality means your looks, everything, but it's not about that. Actually, what you do when you go for an interview, you have to sell yourself to the interviewer. So for that purpose, they check your personality. That are you able to speak? You have that confidence within yourself to represent yourself when you come in the company. Are you able to communicate with your colleagues? They check everything.
Okay.
These traits come under personality. It's never about your looks or anything. Yeah, it's so that you should look smart when you go for an interview, but looks don't matter actually, and your confidence level is checked over there during the interviews. So these traits, whosoever is good at communication and you are able to represent yourself, then definitely you will be selected. So yeah, personality is a factor, and of course other thing is knowledge, that also matters.
Okay. My third question to you is that do really matters to participate in societies like dance, music, or just technical skills are sufficient?
See, if you have extracurricular activities, then of course your chances of selection are there. but it's not so that it's compulsory. But maybe there is possibility that some of the interviews they raise questions from your hobbies, from your extracurricular activities also. So actually, the perception of interviewers is that they need a whole rounder person, like who is good in academics, who is good in sports, who is good in extracurricular activities, everything. They come to select you and they select the best ones, like who possess all the traits which are necessary to work in a corporate world. Corporate life is not only about working over there, it also includes some extracurricular activities. So if you are involved in your college life or in your school life in these activities, so yeah, it's beneficial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Dee, if I gave you one chance to go back to first year and improve one skill or one thing, what will you do? What skill will be that?
See, I would have improved my coding skills definitely. It's not so that coding is very important for college level placement, but when it comes to big companies, like if we talk about Amazon, Flipkart, and Microsoft, they say that it's mandatory to know coding. Like their every written test, or if we talk about interviews, everything will be involving that coding section. So if you are good at coding, it will be beneficial for you only. These college level placement papers, they have coding questions, but that are not of so high level. For that purpose, if you do coding 6 or 7 months before the campus placement, you will be able to solve those questions. But for high level questions, for various coding competitions like Google Code Jam, and various companies also conduct their competitions which involve coding part only. So for that thing, I thought if I would have done coding from the very first year, it would have been more beneficial for me.
Okay.
And coding, mainly coding involves your logics, your aptitude. So if you are good at aptitude, definitely you are going to crack the questions. Next thing is coding also involves some of the data structure related concepts also. So along with coding, data structures is also important equally because it involves coding also. So the more you know data structure, your chances of selection in big companies also increases. This is my point of view. And yes, the other thing, as I told before also, is your communication skills also matter. So everything clubbed together, like I would like to give advice to some like all the students who are going to appear in future for campus placement, that work on your communication. It's very very important. If you have greater amount of knowledge, it won't work if you don't have your communication skills, because maximum amount of companies look for a person who knows who has knowledge and who also knows how to speak, how to represent himself or herself. uh, you if even if you know less, it doesn't matter much. The thing is you should know it by heart. Whatever you write in your resume, you should know it by heart. You should know whatever you have written in your resume, you should be able to give answers related to it. And other thing, as I said, communication is very important. So these two factors should always be kept in mind. Like during my college placement, I saw some students who had ample amount of knowledge, but only because of communication they were rejected in interviews. They cleared each and every company's written test, but only because of communication factor, they lose their chance of selection. So this is my advice, that work on your coding skills, work on your subjects, and equally on your communication from the very
Okay.
first year. So it will be very much beneficial not only for college level selections but in big MNCs. If you possess these skill set, you may get a job of above 10 lakhs from the very beginning only. So that
Okay.
was all of I thought of doing.
One more question.
Okay.
Students have doubts like, might be silly doubts, but yeah, they have doubts like कि data structure में stack queue जो basic data structure होता है, is that sufficient, और algos जो basics होती हैं वो sufficient है या deep में हमें जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि देयर इज़ नथिंग स्पेसिफिक इन डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, और हम जब कॉम्पिटिटिव लेवल जाते हैं तो बेसिक और बिगनर लेवल तो हमसे बनते हैं, पर जब हम हार्ड या एक्सेलेंट लेवल पे जाते हैं, जो हायर लेवल कॉम्पिटिटिव कोडिंग के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, तो दे फेस वेरी प्रॉब्लम। तो
Yes.
क्या हमारा माइंडसेट होना चाहिए कि हम लगे, मतलब किस टाइप का डेटा स्ट्रक्चर हमें शुरू से पढ़ना चाहिए कि हम उसमें इजीली सॉल्व कर पाएँ क्वेश्चन को?
See, every language, if you talk about C, C++, Java or Python, each and every language has its data structure.
Yeah.
And data structure is very important because uh, most of the application-based questions which are there, those are done by data structure only. When you go to a company, when you work in a firm or industry, the coding which they do, it mainly involves data structure only for building softwares or whatever you build for any organization, anything. It involves data structure. Each and every point involves data structure because it's all about data storage only.
Yeah.
So if you know data structure, uh, its coding part, its implementation, its concepts, everything will be used in future. So my suggestion is that one should learn data structures wholly because there are many things in it, and it is very beneficial. Like concepts are asked during your campus written exam. Many questions are there in the written exam, and at the same time, coding or implementation is also asked either during the interviews or sometimes in written. So basic level data structure would not do that much. This is my opinion. Like, but if you know in depth knowledge you are having of this subject, it will be very much beneficial. Like many things are associated with data structures. It has ample amount of real life applications. Everywhere data structures is used. So it should be done.
Okay. Diya, I have a question to you that we should work on our project by ourselves. I've seen so many students, what they do, they go to shop for buying projects for their minor and major. They don't participate in any hackathons, and if they do so, they just go to shop and they just buy it. So we should do like this, or we should work for our project by ourselves, like with complete honesty and with complete dedication.
See, one should do their projects by their own only because at the end of the day, once you are selected in a company and you will go to work in industries or firm, there you have to make projects. So there's not a by if you do your project by yourself, it will not only increase your skill set, but you will also know how to make projects. See, what is the perception of interviewers? They ask questions most of the time. Most of the interviewers ask questions from your project only. And if you don't make your project by yourself, I suppose that there will be a question where you will not be able to answer it. Because if you don't know about the project, that is a fact. If you have not made your project, you won't know about it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
somewhere you will be stuck in between the interview. That is a possibility. And I have seen most of the time, like during my campus placement also, like some people just buy the project, and when they were asked during the campus placement about the projects, some basic they don't even know the basic questions related to their project.
Okay.
They couldn't answer it, and no matter they cleared their written round, they cleared their GD, but they got stuck in interview only because of this project. And maximum interviews are carried by the project only. Like maximum possibility is there that your interview is done only on the basis of project. They ask you about your project only. Like I also had an experience in TCS where I was asked uh, about my project. Maximum part was of project only. There was my interview of 45 minutes, and I you won't believe, but 30 minutes of time was of project only. They asked each and everything about the project, not only my role in the project, but also about other team members who were involved in that project. What was their role? What they did? What I did? What was the coding part? Basic questions they asked me about the project, and it also increases your chances of selection. uh, Only thing is that if you don't know any other thing, you don't know subjects, then also you will be selected in a company if you represent your project very well.
Okay.
And of course, I told as earlier also that it will be beneficial for you because in industry you have to work on projects only. So if you know beforehand how to work on projects, it will be beneficial for you.
Hmm.
So buying and showing the projects, it's of course easier for your minor and majors, but it won't work in your interviews. You will be stuck somewhere between the interviews if any
Hmm.
question raises.
Hmm.
Other thing is all about luck also.
Okay.
So I would suggest if you do your project by yourself, it would be very much beneficial.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dee. I'm very pleasure to have you on my channel, and I'm so thankful that you share your views and ideas on this topic. So thank you very much.
Okay, Shivangi, I think so. This will be very beneficial for you as well as the other students. Okay.